This building belongs to a private security company here in Kabul, and it has been recently raided by NATO forces. They believed the building was being used by gunmen, but there were no gunmen at all. NATO is said to have acted based on false intelligence. 2 guards of the company were killed and 2 others were injured during the raid.
NATO forces have carried out the raid as they believed that militants were hiding here. But after the raid, they admitted their mistake as no militants were here.
It has also outraged the Afghan government. To Afghan officials, it was a tragic and an uncoordinated attack.
Those who did the raid here in Kabul have violated our security rules and regulations because only our own Afghan forces are allowed to carry out such raids.
But this is far from being an isolated incident in this country. Lack of coordination and communication by NATO with Afghan forces has always led to civilian deaths, and these deaths have been steadily rising. The latest UN report shows that civilian deaths have jumped by 20% in the first 10 months of 2010 compared to the same period last year. 2010 has also become the deadliest year for the NATO forces. So far this year, over 700 foreign troops have been killed, most of them Americans.
Civilian casualties are the biggest challenge we are facing in this conflict.
9 years on, the war here in Afghanistan seems far from over. The Taliban continue to expand their grip on vast parts of the country. Their attacks increase almost every day now, and it is civilians who are bearing the brunt of violence. In a bid to gain the support of local population here, the Taliban leadership issued a code of conduct to avoid civilian deaths. The new U.S. top commander, General David Petraeus, has also recently said that success of this mission depends not only on the number of Taliban killed, but on how many Afghans feel they have been protected. However, the level of civilian deaths is sharply rising, and anti-war sentiments is growing throughout the country, leading to the failure of the so-called U.S. war on terror. Faiz Khurshid, Press TV, Kabul.